Understanding government. People don't understand government. Most people think it's a service, providing services, particularly infrastructure. We see this with Biden and his infrastructure plan, which he's expanded to include everything that basically government can spend money on. But government isn't a service provider in the sense that it provides roads, bridges, education, protection, and so on. These things are always provided by the private sector, or by people, by labor. The Army and other protection services is more accurately thought of as an independent contractor with the state as its sole client. The point is, it's not the state itself, the government, that provides protection services. It's the military, the police, and so on. It's these groups, but these groups aren't the state. They're independent contractors under the discretion or the authority of its sole client, the state. The state doesn't provide these things, though. So anything that the state provides supposedly as a service is provided otherwise, and can be provided otherwise or through other means. The state is not the only way to provide education, roads, and so on. However, the state does provide a service. It is a service provider, but what it provides is social justice. A client observes that there is a discrepancy in the community's accounts. A is earning too much or has too much, and B is earning too little or has too little. And it hires or requests a redistribution from the state. And so the state takes from account A and redistributes the wealth to account B. Account A and account B are not people. They're ledger accounts. The state is an account, and we are accounts in this ledger. But I am a worker, I am a business person, I am a senior citizen, I am a white Christian, and so on. These are my individual accounts within the ledger. Even though I am a subject of the state, I'm a subject in terms of my account categories. And these account categories include other people. It's not the individual per se that is levied charges or benefited. A person is benefited from the social justice agenda of the state, but it's not as a person, it's as a category. So a black student will be given benefits as a black student category, not as a person. And this is important to remember when looking at social justice and the activities of the state. The state isn't acting in terms of our personhood, but in terms of our account category. And this is where we get our intersectionality from. The social justice warriors are advising the state that there are more social justice categories to be dealing with, both to take from and to assign benefits to. So the state is a service provider, a broker providing social justice to account categories for a fee. But the services that are actually provided and needed by the community is provided by actual people, not by account categories. The community can provide for itself. The community can provide jobs, education, protection, roads, and so on by direct transfers. It doesn't need the state. It doesn't need to divide us all into account categories. We need to regain our personhood. We need to become whole people again, and to interact and to confront and to address each other as whole people, not as account categories. We need to fire the state, to downsize from the state, to diminish the state, and to inform it. We don't need social justice. We're not account categories, and we don't need it for redistributing wealth in these different categories that it has divided us into, or it will continue to slice and dice and dehumanize us. Because ultimately, in a very fundamental sense, the role of the state is to dehumanize us so it can control us. Thank you.